Hello, welcome to Get Lit. I'm Kate.
And I'm Pat, and welcome to the Civic Center Library here at Scottsdale.
We're here to share our beautiful library with you, as well as some services, books, and more that we're really excited about.
And we think you will be too. So, come on in with us. Hello, and welcome to our Get Lit program. Today, we are going to show you library resources for decorating for the holidays. We'll be showing you library on-site resources as well as some books from our collection. Here we go. Here's our home screen, scottsdalelibrary.org. Go to the Browse, click on Browse, and scroll down to Learning and Research. Then scroll to the far right to Craft and Do It Yourself. Click on that and scroll down, and you're going to see DIY and craft magazines available through our own RB Digital. Click into the RB Digital if you have an account. If you do not, it's very simple to create your own account. Won't take but a moment. Log in. Now, go to the search box and type in Christmas, because any item that you talk into the search box will bring up a magazine that has that subject in the title. And another way is to search holiday and look at this wonderful magazine, Holiday 301 Recipes and Decorating Ideas. You can check it out now. And look at all the fine information you can find from hearth and home, decorating wreaths, so on and so forth. Have fun finding what it is that you need that will help you decorate your home for the holidays. Hello, and welcome to the December edition of Get Lit, Books and More. Today, we're going to be talking about holiday decor for your home. Lots of wonderful, simple ideas, starting out with how to research on our digital downloads, plus we will also have books for you. Kate, how about you begin?
Hi, so we did just look at RB Digital and how to easily find magazine articles on do-it-yourself decorations for the holidays and for the season. So what we're going to be focusing on here is how easy it is to find materials for all of that without even leaving your home. A lot of what we've been happily finding is that there are so many ideas for not only decor but also for gifts and for making your own cards and things like that. You can do a minimum of shopping, even if any shopping at all. So let me show you some exciting things. I'm kind of going along three themes today. One of them is upcycling. We have so many books that give you ideas for making things out of other things, recycling, reusing, regifting. And this is the perfect year to be focusing on that instead of going out and about trying to find things to do something meaningful for people that you love. This guy, Danny Seo, is considered a leading American lifestyle authority on modern eco-friendly living. He had a preceding book, Upcycling, which made a big splash just about using things you have sitting around the house to make really fun stuff for decor, for gifts, etc. I'll show you a couple things from that. But this is specifically upcycling celebrations, so it goes through a whole year and holidays and occasions and things that you can do to celebrate them. So what we have here, I'm just going to show you a couple ideas really quick. All right, so maybe you're having a turkey, maybe you're having a chicken. You can save the wishbones and paint on them with a gold leaf pen. And then they can be good luck gifts. How cheap is that? All you need is the gold leaf pen, which you can buy at a craft store or online. Another idea that I thought was really fun. Okay, Altoids, curiously strong. All you have to do is put a piece of pretty paper with some tape down on there and it becomes a gift box. You can give a gift card. These are very popular for gift cards. Altoids boxes are kind of becoming a much used gift card box. If you're celebrating Hanukkah, have you thought of giving someone Hanukkah gelt in a shirt pocket? If you have an old shirt, a dress shirt, an Oxford shirt, you can cut it with pinking shears and put your Hanukkah gelt in there and tie it with a ribbon. I'm telling you, you don't have to go anywhere this year. And it's really just fun, these ideas that he has. Some old cardboard boxes, some Post-its for shingles, some little stickers, and you've got yourself a gingerbread house. Likewise, same idea if you want to make gingerbread ornaments. You can do the same thing with, sorry folks, with corrugated cardboard and some puffy glue or a puffy crafting paint, okay? And then you punch it through with a hole punch and there you've got it. And then this was an idea for an upcycled menorah, just with bottles that used to contain condiments or prescriptions or what have you, or wine. And you've got some latex paint poured in the inside and shaken around and allowed to dry. But really, any kind of paint, any kind of bottle, any time of year, this is such a fun idea. And then I wanted to show you a similar idea just in upcycling. You're going to want to do this immediately. Okay, you have 2-liter bottles sitting around, you have 7-Up bottles, whatever. Get some quick drying cement from Lowe's. Fill it up with cement, let it dry, get rid of the bottle. You've got a doorstop. You can paint it or not paint it. You know you're going to want to go home and start doing this immediately, even if you have no one to give it to. Okay, so again, Danny Seo, upcycling and upcycling celebrations. Really a lot of fun. And we have other things by other people along those same lines. This is A Greener Christmas by Shahirazad Goldsmith. Same idea, just the idea that if people took things, if they recycled everything in a garbage can instead of throwing it away, this was a statistic that said if everything in the trash was recycled, it would save enough to fly Santa Claus in a plane around the world 64,500 times. Okay, so more ideas for a greener Christmas, and again, not having to go anywhere. Flea market finds, same idea. There's tons of things about flea market finds, or just things that you would be selling in a garage sale instead of holding on to, but that you can use yourself to have fun with. This is such a neat idea. A map of the world, an atlas, or just a road map can be made into wallpaper with some wallpaper paste and a broad brush. Just some more ideas. That flea market style. This is Vintage Crafts by Clara Lindstrom. This is Flea Market Style by Better Homes and Gardens. Tons of ideas like this. Just come in and ask us where to find these. And I'm going to send it over to Pat for our next subject.
Oh my goodness, how fun, how very much fun. Well, I was a little bit more generic, but Martha Stewart is an icon. She's not generic, she is an icon. And this is Holiday Crafts. 225 inspired projects for year-round celebrations. So we're talking all the way from New Year's Eve to Christmas Eve. But the couple that I really enjoy is, there is a lovely section on Hanukkah, and this I thought was a lovely idea for a menorah. And basically, it could be any tree branch that you may have in your yard or along the road somewhere. And they spray painted it with silver paint and then made candle holders for the menorah. I just thought it was a lovely idea to gracefully for a dinner table or what have you. And then also, this is a menorah it's called the Kids Glittered Menorah. And this is something that perhaps you could gather the craft together. You have them in your home, foil and a tin pan, what have you, and the children could make their own menorah for their holiday lighting. So this is Martha Stewart's Holiday Craft for Year-Round Crafts. Similar books are, again, Tried and True, Better Homes and Garden Christmas Ideas. Now this covers wreath, garland, ornaments, stockings, tablecloth, food decor, and more. Wonderful resource for all kinds of things for the holidays. And once again, they're the tried and true country living, Christmas at home, holiday decorating, crafts, and recipes. So many, many books on holiday craft, most of them very simple, very easy to do from your own home. Don't really need to go anywhere, or if you do have to go somewhere, very easy to find material. So that's my first three. Let me turn it back over to Kate.
Yeah, you're definitely seeing a theme developing with what we're showing you here today. Along the same lines, this is Very Vintage Christmas by Bob Richter. Bob Richter is a fan favorite from the PBS series Market Warriors, and he uses his personality and expertise to strike deals at flea markets all around the world and all over the country. Prior to PBS, he was the host of Minute Makeover on Shelter Pop, where he was inexpensively transforming rooms. He also has a popular web series called Flea Market Minute, where he interviews flea market vendors from all over the world. So really though, what this will make you discover, he has ideas for, let me give you a little table of contents idea there. This will give you an idea what to look forward to. You know, the thing is too, even if you're not using these books to actually, just looking through these is so much fun and so comforting in and of itself. But an idea for the, you got outdoor decor, ornaments, lights, no tree, no problem. Giving a vintage gift, cards, wrapping, tags, and other, what they like to call ephemera in the flea market world, things that don't last that long, things that you might use once. One thing you might discover is that you have some old vintage cookbooks. I'll bet you if you don't, someone in your family does, these can be wonderful gifts. These are like lost treasures when you find them. And not only those, but maybe you have an old vase, an old bud vase, things like that. You might have an old picture frame. You might have old sheet music. I had an aunt who used to send me these from garage sales for Christmas. And these things are probably worth something, but what you'll want to do is hold on to them. And take a look through your old vinyl collection. Seriously, if it isn't exciting to you, it might be exciting to somebody else. It might be fun just to do a grab bag of, okay, let's reach in and see what we're going to play tonight while we sit around the house not going anywhere. If you have a functioning turntable, which I certainly hope you do, because everything that's old is new again. So Very Vintage Christmas by Bob Richter. Lots of ideas for gifts, cards, wrapping, everything else. And along this same line, you have A Very Vintage Christmas by Susan Wagoner. Susan Wagoner is, this is basically giving you ideas for crafts, gifts, decorating, beginning from the 1920s and going through the 1960s. And it isn't just, you know, things that you have to go out and find. It's things in the style of those times that you can find the materials for at home. Did you know that nothing said 1940s more than a cellophane wreath? I didn't know that cellophane wreaths were the thing back in wartime, but apparently they were. If you have an embroidery hoop and a roll of cellophane, which you can get from any craft store or online, you can go right back to the 1940s. And while we're on the subject of wreaths, apparently through the years, what you made a wreath from at home would change. If you make it out of tulle or net, then suddenly if it's in a pastel color, you're in the 1960s. I bet you didn't know that. And if you don't want to go and buy all this stuff, guess what? If you have access to a color copier or want to go to a place that does color copiers, she has templates for 1920s, 30s, 40s gift tags and cards. It's all here in the back of the book. Not just tags, but everything you need for cards, all in full color, or you can do them in black and white. So again, marching all the way through the 1920s through 60s with ideas for celebrations for the season. Okay, I'm gonna send it back over to you, Pat.
All right. This one is Christmas, a creative Christmas tree decorations. And once again, this is going to be just a lovely book to look at, just even with the flyleaf. Look at the very pretty cover page. And this has gingerbread decorations, glittery balls, let's see, harlequin eggs, just many different ideas, but one that really struck me is, for some reason, I love pine cone decorations. They can be used on a coffee table, they can be used as a centerpiece for the dining room table, they can be used spread out on a buffet table. They just, to me, are fun and festive. Maybe it's my Northwest background and I think we should have pine cones around us. And if ever you even walk by a Michael's hobby store, there's always a big crate of pine cones out front for a very reasonable price. So this one idea that I thought was so fun, with pine cones, with different cans of glittery type paint, and it gives you a full instructions for things that you may have in your home, or you can purchase at a very reasonable price. And if you have minimal decorations in your home, this might be something kind of easy and fun to do. Just spread around your home with ribbons or candles in between, whichever you would like. But this was one that just really kind of struck me as being a very unartistically talented person. I think I could do this. So for that reason, I picked out this particular one to show you. But this particular book, Creative Christmas Tree Decoration, is just as beautiful to look through as is the cover. Your turn again.
Okay. Well, I thought it would be nice to end my part of things with this idea. In the past few years, there's an idea from the Scandinavian countries that's been catching on big time here. It started with this man, more or less. His name, really, believe it or not, is Mike Viking. He is from Denmark, of course, needless to say. And what he has brought over to our side of the pond is the idea of, okay, I'll have like a title going across the screen here, H-Y-G-G-E, pronounced hygge. Can you say that to me? Hygge. It's like hygge, but you're trying to say oo and e at the same time, okay? What is hygge? I'll tell you what it is. It's defined by the Collins English Dictionary as a concept originating in Denmark of creating cozy and convivial atmospheres that promote well-being. Apparently, Denmark is considered it got voted the happiest country in the world.
Yes, in the world.
Yeah, and there is actually a Denmark Mike Viking is the CEO of the Happiness Research Institute in Copenhagen. And so there really is a Happiness Research Institute. It might say something about why everyone's so happy in Denmark that they actually have an institute focusing on that. So the idea with a lot of these books, it began with his, now it's catching on all over the world. You've got ours, American Cozy, hygge-inspired ways to create comfort and happiness. Cozy, the British art of comfort. The idea is spreading that you can find happiness in very small ways, just in what you see around you. And it begins, of course, with finding calm in the space around you. It's sort of, well, the Buddhists, of course, came up with it perhaps a long time ago, the idea of be here now. And the now and the here are here as well as here, and the people that you have around you. So this particular one, American Cozy, is Stephanie Peterson. And an idea or two from her, I'll give you a table of contents idea for her. She does explain how Denmark began the idea of hygge, but then it goes cozy business, your work life, hyggefied, looking your best, cozy style, cozy celebrations, holidays and special occasions, and cozy cuisine, comfort at the table. And an important thing regarding holidays that I wanted to share is one thing that she points out that, again, the Danes, I think, understand too, is removing actions that you resent or that you see as burdens allow you to delve delightfully deeply into the pursuits you do commit to keeping in your life. In other words, removing what does not serve you, you have no choice but to focus completely on the traditions that you feel are most important. And don't we feel kind of pressed to do that this year more than ever before? In fact, this lady has become hugely popular with that idea. This is Marie Kondo, who now this is a famous book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. She is from Japan, and the idea, they don't have a lot of space in which to live there. So if you remove everything that does not spark joy, you are left only with what is actually truly meaningful. So again, Yeah, that's Marie Kondo. Anything by her is definitely along those lines. American Cozy, Stephanie Paterson. Cozy, The British Art of Comfort, Laura Weir. And then the guy who started it all, although he was just showing us what it is, Mike Viking, The Little Book of Hugo. Lots of stuff like this. Notice they're all little bitty books, too. I guess emphasizing the power of the small. Okay, Pat, back over to you.
That is delightful, and I think that is something that I need, that many of us need, and perhaps will be my New Year's resolution, not just for the holidays, but for the next year. So thank you for sharing that. So, just two more. We have children, we have grandchildren at home, and they too want to do craft. They want to do something that is easy on mom or grandma or whoever wants to lead the parade, and something that's easy for them to do and see an accomplishment, a success that they can call their very own. So I found two wonderful books in the children's section here at the Civic Center Library, but we have them all over. This one is Christmas Craft, and two that I thought were just delightful. We always seem to lose socks in the dryer, right? So you have one left over. Well, then how about using that leftover sock for making a sock snowman? Again, you don't even need to leave home. If you have some little felt pieces or buttons or something for the buttons and the nose, and just like you're building that snowman outside, a piece of cloth that you could make, the scarf or a hat, and you, not you, your child has made a sock snowman. He might even want to make them as a gift for his brothers and sisters or cousins. Another one that I thought was really quite delightful. Everybody in their craft kit at home, sometime or another, has had craft sticks, or also known as tongue depressors. And there is a pattern here in the book for how your children can make either very simple and some more intricate tabletop standing Christmas trees. Again, something that they might be able to put along with the pine cones that you make, along your buffet table, your dining room table, your kitchen table, maybe on top of the fireplace mantle. But this book has many wonderful, easy crafts of both mom and child. This one, super simple Christmas activities, fun and easy holiday projects for the kids. This one I thought was delightful. It could be made as an hors d'oeuvre or a dessert. Banana Santas. I just love even saying that. And a banana, a strawberry, maybe some gumdrops or little cinnamon eyes, something like that. You can come up with your own decoration. But once again, something that most likely you have in your kitchen. And if you don't, there's going to be at least one trip to the grocery store that you'll be able to buy an easily affordable, edible craft for your children to make, and they'll be very proud of themselves, and they probably won't want to eat it, not because they don't like bananas, but because it's too cute. All right, and this is another one. Well, I guess I got the Christmas craft trees mixed up, but this is your Christmas craft tree. So between these two books, you can have some great activities for your children. Also, if you look online for holiday craft for children, you'll find a lot of great ideas that you can do from there as well.
Very true.
So that brings my 3 sets of books to a close. So we are hoping that you're going to have the loveliest of holiday seasons. We wish you the best. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy your time.
We'll see you in another couple weeks.
Thank you.